Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. In this video I'm going to go over the first year of ownership of my Tesla Model 3. I'm going to go over everything that I've had to purchase, everything that's went wrong, everything that's went right, all the accessories I've purchased, and anything else of note. And I'm going to walk around the vehicle and show you the general condition of the vehicle after 1 year of use and abuse. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is walk around the vehicle and I'm going to show you the condition it's in on the outside and inside, and as I go around I'm going to show you various accessories that I got. And we'll start here with the headlights. I got gloss tint film for the headlights. As we continue our way around the car, you can see we got the Nikola Pro Chrome Delete option for like $139, and yeah, this really makes her look good, in my opinion. Blacken everything out. I also got the dark tint, but I don't have a receipt for that because it was darker than the legal limits here, so that was about $250 to get that done. As you can see here, I opted to pull off my aero covers and run with just the rims, but to do that you have to purchase the aero wheel cap kit to make it look nice and neat, cover up those lug nuts in that center area. But I purchased an upgraded aero wheel cover. It's called Orbitals. They cost me $140 on Kickstarter back in March, and this is the second week in October and they are still not here, so hopefully I will get these wheel covers soon. I really like the look of them, and it's darker, and I think it'll go with the all black look I have going here. As we move up here to the front of the car, you can see for the most part after 12,000 miles it looks pretty good. There's a few baked on bugs on the front, but I think I'm pretty much got them all scrubbed off. It still looks pretty good. I don't have any paint protection film. Using the Tesla logo here as a frame of reference so you know where we are on the hood, there is a defect here right in the middle. It's hard to get it to focus, but there's a defect from brand new. It came with this on the hood when I bought it. Let me freeze frame it there for you. Now, I noticed this a few days after delivery, and I contacted Tesla, and they offered to fix it, but their way of fixing it was me getting the whole hood repainted by a third party. I opted not to fix this, but that was my choice, and Tesla was willing to make it right, so I'm not too mad about it. One thing I've added here is an automatic, well, it's not really an automatic front trunk opener, it's just heavier struts that push it open when you hit the button. I got this app here. Let me tell it to open my trunk here. Open, yes. Are you sure you want to open? Yes. There you go. But it does not shut itself. I still have to shut it. Okay, are y'all ready for this? I had to slow this clip down because I have so many accessories in this trunk that the clip wasn't long enough for me to fit them all in there. So first, I got those automatic struts, those heavier duty struts on the trunk lid. And then underneath this mat here, I got tons of accessories. Let's get ready for them. Okay, lifting up this cover, you can see I got my jack points, I got a generator adapter, I have a 30-foot extension cord for 50 amp, I got an RV adapter, I got the Gen 2 NEMA 1450 adapter, and I got the Chatamo adapter. So that was a lot in the trunk. Okay, moving on. So we're moving on into the charging now, and I'm considering this an accessory because I didn't have to buy this high power wall connector or, you know, the fancy setup I got here with the power box and everything. I could have just used the mobile plug to charge my car, but I decided to do this, so I'm counting it as an accessory. And you see here I got my mobile connector, I got that power box, and then I have a long line of very expensive heavy gauge cable that runs all the way through my attic to the power box. And the power box is another accessory that I'm including. I had to pay an electrician $1,900 to come and install this new 200 amp breaker box because my house was built in the 30s and its wiring just couldn't handle it. I have plenty of space to grow, you can see. I put a 70 amp breaker on that driveway plug, so I should have plenty of power there for anything I might need besides the charging. Okay, now we're going to move into the interior of the car here. Check out the condition and the accessories I've added along the way. The first one you're going to notice is my vinyl dashboard and my center console carbon fiber. And just ignore the camera gimbal poking in there on the left side. Evidently my camera's wide angle is a little wider than I thought. I also got floor mats, rubber floor mats, you know, that are easily cleanable. You can see there that center console wrap. I have the wireless charging pad in there also. So the chair looks to be in good condition. No heavy wear. Besides the floor being dirty, carpeting is in good condition, the pedals and plastics. I did change the air filter, and that was a pain in the butt. I did notice there that my dog drool had gotten on the front seat, and hopefully I can clean that off. I did call mobile service, had to come out and push this B-pillar trim piece back on. The little clips that all broke, and they got that fixed for me free of charge. There's my dirty cup holders after a year's worth of spills. And there's the center cover again, console cover. Now moving into the back seat area. You're going to notice I have that same floor mat on the floor. Again, ignore the camera gimbal. I got to figure out how to fix that. But the seats look to be in good condition. Keep in mind I do have a dog that regularly rides back there with me. They're not all scratched up, but he normally has a doggy hammock he stays in. I do have this OBD link reader, and that's a really cool accessory. There is a wiring harness that I don't know the price of. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It could be one to infinity, but it's underneath that console. Yeah, it's dark now. I forgot to show one of the coolest accessories of all. My Scan My Tesla accessory. It clips. So let me zoom back. It clips right to the air vent. You can't see it. It clips right to the air vent. And it just sits there right in my view. Now this is just the view that I chose to see. You can choose other options. You can completely customize those gauges, but yeah, the Scan My Tesla app is one of the coolest things you can get if you have a Tesla. But there's just so much information in here. So a few months ago I made a video about getting spray paint all over my car. I ended up purchasing this stuff called Butter Wet Wax, and it didn't quite remove it, so I ended up getting a clay bar, and that worked. But here, take a look at this video from a few months ago. I mean, the dots are all over the car. But there's another spot over here. You can really see it. So for this whole ordeal, I ended up ordering quite a few accessories that I don't have listed. Clay bars, rags, waxes. It took probably $200 to get these dots off my car. Not even kidding. Even on the glass. The top glass, the side glass. There's all these little yellow... Oh man. That's even worse.
That is horrible.
Probably my favorite accessory is the $2,000 Tesla acceleration boost. Now, you might think $2,000, that's stupid. Why would you spend that much money? But let me tell you, man, you just hammer it and it goes. The only downside to this is every time I hammer it, the passenger floor mat folds backwards on itself. Here's just a quick video of one of my 0 to 60 pulls. That's pretty good. Okay guys, so here's my one and only Tesla mobile service visit. And the first thing I noticed here is they spelled color wrong. That's not how we spell it here in the United States, but that would look right at home over there in the UK. But anyway, moving on to job number 1, description of work. Customer noted that steering wheel squeaks while turning back and forth. And that was pretty annoying. Just going left to right real quick, it would go They confirmed the customer's concern, inspected, and found the steering shaft boot not fully seated in the bulkhead. They reseated it and verified the noise is eliminated. And they called that a goodwill visit. So I'm not sure why that wasn't warranty. That was a goodwill visit. Moving on down to number 2. Customer states the B pillar is loose. And I talked a little bit about that earlier. They just fixed the clips and reattached the trim piece. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, it's done. Number 3 was brakes squeak loudly. See, on this paper here, they say inspected rear brakes, found no visual problems, test drove, found there was no noise. But the guy told me there was something wrong with some kind of clip on the brakes that causes the squeaking. He adjusted stuff and magically it doesn't squeak anymore. So here on this paper it says he didn't fix anything, but I think he fixed it. I don't know why he didn't want to say he fixed it, but he fixed it. That was my first mobile visit. It took him a few hours to do this and solved all my problems. Also, at about 10,000 miles, I rotated the tires. I did have to buy a new low-profile jack to do that because the standard one wouldn't fit under. And you have to have these little jack pads too. There's little holes in the frame of the car that they go in, and it cushions the jack from damaging the bottom side of the car. But don't look too close because I'm not a mechanic, and if I did something wrong, I don't want to hear about it. Just using a regular jack, the car is so stiff, when you jack it up in the front, the back end's going to come off the ground too. So what I did, I just kept jacking in the front until it was high enough in the back for me to slide the jack stand under, and boom, accomplished everything in one go. Now, I don't know if that's proper, so read owner's manuals and don't follow the crazy postman's instructions. But anyway, moving on. The next thing I had to do was change out the air filter because I was getting a horrible musty smell. This is why. Here's my old air filter compared to the new air filter. And I just went on Amazon and bought the cheapest one. I didn't do any, special air filter. But man, is it a booger to replace this thing. If you can see here, you can see that orange cable is attached to the door that removes for the air filter. But way at the very top of this door is where the screw that you have to unscrew is. And it is so hard to get to because everything is in the way. The angle you have to lay down at to get this thing. If there was video of me, y'all would laugh so hard. But my suggestion would be, why is the screw at the top of the door? Why isn't it at the bottom? Put the hinge on the just flip it upside down. Put the hinge at the top and the screw at the bottom. Come on, Tesla engineers. But anyway, I also bought this air freshener for the vent ducts. So before I put the filter in, I turned the air conditioner on high and sprayed this stuff all in that hole, and it seemed to really help with the smell, and it kind of made everything smell nice and fresh now. Okay, now we're going to talk about battery health. So this first slide doesn't really have anything to do with battery health. It's just interesting to see where the battery is the most happy. And you can see on this chart, without spending too much time, that between 65 and 85 or 90 degrees Fahrenheit, you get the highest efficiency ratings. Moving to the next slide here, you can see my battery degradation report. And it was holding strong until the 7,000 area. And then it just kind of dropped off the cliff in little stair-step fashions. It hung out for a little bit in the 8,000 and 9,000 mile range, and it's dropped a little bit more for the 10,000 and 11,000 mile range. Here you can see my car compared to the rest of the fleet average on Teslafy. I'm not doing so good. I'm in the lower part of that average with between 5 and 6% degradation. Teslafy reports, I think my car reported 6% using that OBD scanner with the Scan My Tesla app. Very close results here. All right, looking at my charging history here, you can see I've done 2,152 charges at home and 6 charges at mom and dad's house. Now this is on AC power, and it has cost me $589 overall for my house. Now mom and dad's house is free. Shh, don't tell them it's costing them some money. But moving on down here to supercharging totals, I don't supercharge very often because I don't have very many near me. So I've charged a total of 4 times, and my supercharging is free for 2 years. So all this supercharging is free. Now I do charge at Chathamo quite a bit because that's what's around. I don't have any immediately in my town, but there's a few in the area towns, some Francis Energy and EA, and you can see my total charging for Chathamo is $44.04. Now moving down, my total AC DC charges all put together is $633.41. Man, this video is getting too long. I'm going to cut this last segment kind of shorter than I planned. I have all these numbers written down for prices for accessories that I've bought, but I'm just going to give you a total. So you can see here, this is my purchase agreement. So the car cost me $49,940. Okay, and that includes the $35,000 for the base car, then $750 for the paint, the $12,900 for the long-range all-wheel drive option, and then we got some fees and stuff. But I could have stopped at $49,000, but no, the crazy postman had to go and buy all of these accessories and upgrade his house electricity, and you know, you just saw everything I just bought. The grand total on my accessories is $9,432. So that brings my grand total for the cost of purchasing and optioning out this car to $59,372. Wow. But you know what? I can't complain because that last $9,000 was all me. I didn't have to do it, and I did it. So you can see here that when I got my car, it had 3 miles on it. And here she is rolling down off the truck. And you can see, I have a video of the first 3 days of me owning this Tesla. I'll link it down in the description if you want to watch it, along with the video of getting the spray paint on my car if you want to watch that one. But yeah, the video I made with the first 3 days of owning this Tesla is like one of the first YouTube videos I ever made. So don't be too hard on me because I didn't really know what I'm doing yet. And I still don't know what I'm doing, you know, but I'm learning every day. So thanks for watching this video. I spent way too much time saying just a few things. My videos always end up way too long. Everybody knows that. But I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for all the help. You've been a good boy. Yeah. Good boys get treats, yeah. I swear, Every time I'm trying to film something, there's always sirens. Are you done now? There's always something. Always something going on at my house. Where's that guy at? He just came right over my house. There he goes.